What up, Citizen Zone? Welcome to another episode. I'm Manuel, and oh my god. A lot of things have happened since our illustrious, I guess, break in of the Congress. You know, the thing that all of these different people said that was worse than 9 and 11, they were proclaiming that I guess, protesters that entered the Congress were, I guess, akin to the 9/11 hijackers that crashed planes into buildings, that sort of thing. That's the big thing that's going on today because, last night we saw that the objection did not get sustained as a lot of people thought it was after that thing that had happened. We had seen already a bunch of disinformation about what could have happened, what should have happened. There was a lady, her name was Ashley, that died, Ashley Babbitt, and I mean, she was a veteran, and it's just crazy. On top of that, three other people died from what they say to be medical complications, like they were just too old or they were just too whatever. I don't know. Sad to say, they'll probably, hopefully, maybe not end up on the COVID numbers. I don't really know. It's like 1984 is here, and censorship is even on a greater rise than before, to the point where Twitter has actually locked and limited the president's account, so they've actually made him delete tweets that the president actually put out, basically being all like, y'all need to go home, you need to get out of there, positive tweets, basically trying to help the situation, and Twitter just basically silenced him. They just took away his ability to tweet and stuff. Facebook is doing a very similar thing. I mean, I'm guessing YouTube is probably limiting their ability to upload videos to even his specific account, so we can truly see the very same things that were happening to so many people out there are now happening to legitimately still the President of the United States, no matter how many of those dumbasses out there want to cry about it, because it's not going to change it whatsoever. And now, like, I'm looking at my phone and I have articles of impeachment. Yes, the 117th Congress, before anything else, after they certify the election, their first act is basically once again trying to impeach Donald Trump, impeaching Donald J. Trump of the United States for high crimes and misdemeanors. High crimes and misdemeanors? What high crimes and misdemeanors did the president commit on the United States? I mean, this is literally it. The sponsors are Rep. Elon Omar, co-lead David, Celine, Ted Lieu, Al Green, Hank Johnson, Alana Presley, Rashida Tlaib, Vicente Gonzalez, Jamal Boland, Mondre Jones, Veronica Escobar, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Cori Bush. So yeah, they're so proud is that they're trying to remove the president from office, even though the president hasn't done anything that could even remotely be considered as done so. And remember, they tried to do this already once before, and they were successful in getting a sham Congress to put forth an impeachment, but of course the impeachment was not sustained and the whole thing went by the wayside. So all of a sudden, instead of them worrying about, the travesty, hey, a bunch of people just went up into Congress and you guys ran away like little sissy bitches because you guys did not want to face your constituents, and all of a sudden they're the bad ones, and now the guy that they like, he's the one that's trying to overthrow democracy in the government, even though they don't really have any evidence of any of that. I mean, these people were working on their own volition. These people were doing their own thing. These people were saying what they were going to be saying, and it's just not even the right thing for a lot of these people to do at the present time. I mean, I don't agree with them going in there, but I mean, I watched the videos. The police literally just let them walk in. The police literally let him walk in. And then even more so, there were so many characters that were rolling in around there that it's like they're already trying to sweep the narrative that these people are worse than the BLM protesters that literally destroyed Washington, D.C., didn't just enter buildings. The only reason they didn't get to go into buildings and destroy more stuff is because the National Guard got sent in the exact same way that it happened this time. And they're trying to say, oh, well, what was all the police presence? I don't think anybody realized that these guys were actually going to be able to just walk right up in there. I mean, what the hell? I'm kind of questionable on that one, but still, like, the videos don't lie. And I mean, these people, when they literally got inside of the building, they stayed in the red ropes and shit. Like, they might have whited them out a little bit bitter, but for the most part, most of them seemed to be doing pretty all right when they were rolling in around there, although a bunch of people did stake stuff from Nancy Pelosi's office, her little speaker podium and shit like that. But clearly, like, once stuff like that goes down, I mean, holy and fully, this is nothing like what we saw with the BLM riots. This is nothing like what we saw with the other ones. Like, this is just a bunch of people that literally walked into Congress, and it should scare you more that they literally were able to walk just right into Congress more than anything. I mean, one person was shot and killed. More other people died, and people were like, well, why didn't more white people get killed and shit? I mean, because they were all completely unarmed. They didn't allow them to have any guns, weapons, knives, backpacks, anything. So they were pretty safe. And the fact that they even killed that one chick that was crawling through a window kind of makes you wonder, right? Like, there is no justice and there is no peace. There is no quarter in these particular situations. And on top of it all, 1984 is showing you that the social media platforms are going to be silencing everything moving forward. So you better get ready for the way the content is going to be moving, because they're not going to let you say and do whatever you want to do anymore. They're in control now, my friends, and they're going to be showing it to you directly and fully. So, like, what can we really do other than just keep making content and putting it out? But essentially, like, this is going to be some crazy shit, because if you thought it was bad a couple of years ago, now they feel emboldened, and they're going to be doing it even more, and they're doing it to the President of the United States of America, and they think that they have more power than the President, which is what we're seeing. And we're seeing all these countries and people now kindly coming up and saying, oh, well, we got Biden on our back, so he's going to let us do whatever we want. There's nothing that old criminal can do to stop us. So think about it. It's not a good work. It's not a good way. And now they're trying to impeach the president once again. And it's the same group of lying liars who lie a lot that just don't really want us to have a good future for America, or any future for America. They want to create some new communist dictatorship that they're in control of. And honestly, if you're an American, you should be saying, nah. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, just share this shit with your friends, and I'll see you again on the next one. Adios, much love, and be excellent to each other.